Hey everyone, Heartless here, bringing you guys another StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void daily match. Today it is going to be a Protoss vs Terran on Orbital Shipyard. So spawning in the bottom left hand corner, playing as our red Protoss, it is VampyWorm. And spawning in the top right hand corner, playing as our blue Terran, it is Texan, who apparently lives in Texas. He lives in Houston. I did not know that. The more you know. Little NBC logo flying over there. Is he a Texan fan? Maybe yes. Maybe no. He is a StarCraft fan with that little StarCraft star. What is he? Is he? I'm curious. Yes, he is. And a Rockets and Astros. I'll forgive him for being a Rockets fan. That's alright. Alright. So, let's talk about their builds and what they're actually doing. Let's talk about StarCraft. So, Texan electing to go ahead and get his gas as well. Not get his gas as well. Electing to get his gas. More likely than not, we're either going to see an early factory, or this is going to be a reactor on the barracks. No longer do we really see Reaper Scouts anymore against Protoss because of the Adept play. So, most likely, this is going to be a reactor. As for VampyWorm, it looks like we went with a gateway. Yeah, this is going to be gateway expand, which should not surprise anyone. We see this very often in the current meta. And so, yeah, just relatively standard play from both of them, except for the fact that VampyWorm has elected to not fully saturate his gas. I'm not sure if that's a misclick or if that was on purpose, because he's only on one gas. Typically, you would like to have full saturation on 3. That might have been a misclick. Anyway, the scout for Texan comes in and is able to get a pretty good scout off. Is going to see that the natural has been put down. Yep, there he goes. And at the same time, the probe scout for VampyWorm also getting a pretty good scout off. Seeing pretty much everything he needs to. Yep, both of them relatively normal early play. No crazy shenanigans yet. But this is PvT. Sometimes we will see the craziest of shenanigans, so I would not be surprised. Also getting a factory as well. Where did it go? There it is. A factory coming down for Texan. Most likely what this is going to be a Marine, possibly Widowmine drop, depending on what kind of add-on this factory gets. But we should be seeing some type of early drop regardless. As for VampyWorm, getting an Adept out, that Adept is so nice. Obviously the Mothership Core out as well. Honestly, one of the things I typically see that I would like to see here is one of those forward pylons for overcharge at the top of the ramp. Those always come in handy, very, very much so in engagements. And here we go. It is going to be, the tech of choice for VampyWorm is going to be Twilight Council. And as for Texan, he's electing to get a tech lab on his factory. Maybe Marine tank? Possibly. We'll find out here in just a moment what he's going to build out of that. Possibly even a Cyclone for defense. Cyclones are actually something... Yeah, it is a Cyclone. Cyclones are something we see quite often in a PvT, just as more of a defense mechanism because of the range that they have. Ooh, and a scan goes down from Texan. And what does he see? He sees everything. Texan with a money scan sees the Twilight Council and the robotics facility out by VampyWorm. Great scan for Texan. And so, like I was saying, with that, excuse me, Cyclone, we see these quite often, just in the sense that they're really good defense because with their targeting ability, they have a lot of range. They're able to shut down Oracles pretty good, even Warp Prism drops as well, so I'm not surprised by that. And Barracks 2 and 3 going down for Texan, along with that reactor on the starport about to finish up as well. So more likely than not, we're going to see double medevac production and a drop sometime sooner rather than later. As for VampyWorm, getting gateways 2 and 3 down, along with a Warp Prism, like I said before, pretty much standard here, except for the Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine is typically not something that you see all the time in a Protoss vs Terran. But Texan, ooh, the SCV Scout gets through. Does it? Oh, is he going to see it? Move your SCV just a little bit. Oh, wasted Scout for Texan. Unfortunately, that SCV really was running for his life. Unfortunately, not getting the Scout off. That's unfortunate on that Dark Shrine. But Texan, not gonna do his best to not lose into any crazy shenanigans like the Dark Templar. Building a couple missile turret in each base. Still has a Cyclone out, but here comes the drop. Here comes this drop with a few DTs here. So he's going to drop it really quick. The Cyclone starts targeting. Might lose the War Prism. Probably not with the DTs. Oh, no! The DTs don't actually finish it off. Oh, he loses the War Prism, but he also loses the Cyclone. That's a big pickoff. And the tank is taken out, too! The Texans Marines were so far out of position. And the Dark Templars are just going to move out of the way of the range of the turret. And so he has to burn a scan. And, oh, the scan was fruitless. It doesn't get anything. And now I don't think he has any energy for a scan. 33 energy and 16. No, there's no energy for a scan at all. And another Warpin of Dark Templar coming over here. This could be devastating for Texan. The Dark Templar are still working on this. He should have enough for a scan here in just a minute. But at what cost? He's really starting to lose a lot of his stuff, and the Dark Templars start getting to work on these Marines, and the Marine count just begins to dwindle. These Marines are getting shredded by these Dark Templar. Yes, the scan goes down, but there's just not enough Marines to kill them all. And now the Dark Templar are working right on the SCVs, and the SCV count begins to plummet. Texan in a horrible situation. What a play by VampyWorm. And now there's no scans at all for this, and unfortunately, I don't know if Texan's going to be able to come back from this. And there it is, the rage quit by Texan. What a game by VampyWorm. Wow. That wasn't any sort of all-in by any means, because he was expanding, getting some Immortals, getting a couple more gateways out. That wasn't any sort of all-in, but wow, what a great play to just end it. What a great show from VampyWorm on this one. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Please remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitch, and on Twitter. Please remember to check out EnochProductions.com. He's the guy that turns out the music at the end. Really great music. And also, lastly, I'd like to ask if I could petition you guys to possibly donate to my Patreon. My graphics card has been having a little bit of a difficulty recording some of these matches. And sometimes it gets quite laggy, actually. I think it lagged a couple times in the previous cast, and once again, my apologies for that. But my graphics card can only take so much. So if you guys have the ability to, I would actually really appreciate if you guys could. The link to my Patreon is down below. If you guys could go there and donate just a few bucks, every little donation counts. I'm hoping to get a pretty high-end graphics card. That way it can run all the recording software well, and also be able to run StarCraft in a higher game setting. Right now I can only run it on high. Anything else causes the game to lag horribly, which is unfortunate. But I'd like to be able to get you guys some greater detail in these casts. So if you guys have the ability to, I'd really appreciate it. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember to spread the word to your friends. Tell them about me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.